After logging on to the system, in this lab we will look at some basic Linux commands. To type the commands and see their output, we need to go to the terminal, which is basically the shell or the command line interpreter of Linux. We click on the console or terminal to start the terminal. Once we start the terminal, we can see that it starts with a prompt. This prompt means that you are logging in as the user, and this is the domain where we are logging on from. Then it displays a $sign. The $sign means that you are logging on as a normal user. If you remember that, we can log in as the root. If we were logging on as the root, it will display a hash instead of this $sign. We have to type a command at a time and press enter key to run it. The first command that we want to look at is the ls command. The ls command is used to display files in the current directory. I will type ls followed by the enter key to see the contents of the current working directory. The ls command, like almost all Linux commands, have optional parameters and options, which is used to display output in a desired way. For example, if we want to see details output of the files, we can use the option -l. To do so, we will type ls space -l. -l means long listing format, and this would be the result after pressing enter. You can see the same contents are there, but with more information. We will try another option, ls space -a. The -a option will display all the current working directory contents, including the hidden files. Press enter to see the result. As you can see, a bigger list is there. The file names preceded by a dot means these were hidden and we are displaying them using the -a option. There is another option, ls space -t. The -t option will sort the contents by modification time from the new one to the old one. You will try another one, ls space -R and press enter. The -R option will list the directories in the current working directory in a recursive way, which means that every directory there will display its inner contents. As we can see, we have the desktop, which has some more contents inside. Other directories have nothing. That's why it displays the following. The Linux commands would accept sometimes options, and some of them will accept arguments. The arguments would be specifically or specifying file names or directories. If I want, for example, to display the contents of the desktop directory, I will display its content. I will type ls space then the desktop name. Linux is actually case sensitive. So I have to type the same case, capital D, and then the others are small. ls desktop, it will display whatever we have in the desktop directory, the contents of the desktop directory. As we have explored the ls command, we can explore more information about the ls using the command man for manual pages. man for manual pages, then space, type the command we need to explore. This is ls. The man command or man command will display a description of the command ls. Press enter and we will get the page describing what is ls command. This is the ls command. Its name as ls. A short description is list directory contents. Another part of the manual page is synopsis. The synopsis is the same as syntax. It will display ls, then option and file and square brackets. The square brackets means that those are optional things. And then a description of the ls command. It says list information about the files, the current directory by default, sort entries alphabetically if none, off, minus, all of these are options, nor sort. Then we can see the available options we can use for the ls command. We can go to the next page by pressing the spacebar. I will press another spacebar to go to the next and to the next. If I want to go back, I will press the letter B from the keyboard. All the manual pages are designed in the same way. They start with the name of the command, then the synopsis, then the description, then the author, reporting bugs, copyright, and see also part. After the end of the manual page, we cannot go out from this manual page unless we press the letter Q from the keyboard. Once I press Q, it goes back to the terminal. After we have a lot of things in the terminal page, we can clear the screen by using the clear command. Clear command is typed. After pressing enter, we will have a cleared screen. It will start from the beginning of the page. Let's explore another command. This command is a date. I will type date, press enter. The date command will display the current system date and time with the time zone. As you can see, this is today with the month and the day number and the time zone and the year. This would be the system date. We will try another command, CAL, for the cal command or for the calendar. The CAL command will display the calendar of the current month. Press enter. This is the result. This is the current month. It will be highlighting today's date. The cal command also has again some options. One option is the -L. I will try cal space -M. Press enter. As you can see from the result, the -M option has changed the display of the calendar. It has displayed the calendar starting the week from Monday instead of Sunday as the previous one. So the -M option will display the same calendar but starting the week from Monday. I will try another command or another option. cal space -3. -3 will give for us 3 calendars for 3 months, including the previous month, current month, and the next month. I will give another option, cal -J. J will display Julian dates instead of the normal calendar. Those are the Julian dates where we can see numbers there. It means that today is Monday. The day number is 158 in the year. I will try another command, -S. -S means nothing but just displaying the same calendar of the same month, again starting from Sunday. There is another one, cal -Y. Y means for the full year. Enter. I will go up a little. This is the year 2010. It will display the full calendar of the year, starting from January and ending with December, again highlighting today's date. I will try another, -X. Available that X is not a valid option. It will display the following result. It says cal invalid option X, which means there is no option called X with the cal command. Again, it gives us a clear message saying or showing the usage of the cal command. It shows that we use the cal command with these only options. This is -1, 3, S, M, J, Y, and V. So all of these are the valid options only. Then those would be optional arguments, which means that we can try the cal command to view the calendar for a specific month in a specific year. I will try the following, cal displaying March, which is month number 3 in the year 2000. Here it is. This was March. The output of any Linux command is actually displayed on the monitor by default. However, the output can be redirected to a file using redirect operator. Typing this, the cal command will display the calendar of the current month to the screen. But if I want to redirect the output of the cal command to a file, we use the redirect operator. This would be like that. So I want the calendar of the current month, and instead of displaying its result on the screen, I want to redirect it to a file. I will use the greater sign. This is called the redirect operator, followed by any file name you decide. For example, calendar.txt. This command will create a file called calendar.txt and has a contents of the same result of the cal command. I'll press enter. As you can see, and instead of displaying the result of the cal command on the screen, now it has been redirected to a file called calendar.txt. So now we have created a file calendar.txt that is added to the list of the current working directory. So once I press ls again, remembering that ls will display the contents of the current working directory, press enter. We can see the addition is there. We have added a file called calendar.txt. To see the contents of that calendar.txt file, we will use a command called cat or cat. Cat is actually a shortcut of concatenation. Cat followed by the file name we want to display. It will display the contents then. I will clear the screen again. Then we will talk about another command, that is the who command. WHO, the who command. The who command will show who is logged into the system with the location, IP address, and logging date and time. We can see that for the time being there are 3 users logging on to the system with their logging date and time and their virtual IP addresses. So who space followed by followed by I will display who you are from that list. So you are user connecting from this machine. We were connected from that date, from that time. To display only your username, we type the command who am I, but with no spaces and all small letters. It displays only your username. As you can see, it would be the same as shown in the prompt. The command echo should be always followed by a message to be displayed. The command echo actually will print that message to the screen. So if I say echo hello world, it will print hello world to the screen. We usually use the echo command in order to create the new files or add something to that file. For example, I will add some more things inside my file calendar.txt that I have created before. I will add the word or the message hello, and instead of printing it to the screen, I will send it to my file calendar.txt instead. But the director operator here, whenever I do the same step here, it will create another file called calendar.txt, overwriting the previous one. What I want here is to append that word to my file, so instead of using only single redirection, I will use double. The double greater than means append this message to my file. I'll press enter. Of course, nothing will be displayed in the screen. We have to see the effect whenever we want to display its contents. To display calendar.txt contents, you have to type the command cat for cat, then the file name, and press enter. You can see this is the previous content, and we have added the message hello to that file. There is a command called history. The command history, once I press enter, it will display a list of commands that we have used before. So all of these commands we have used, each command in a line, and that command is actually numbered. So the display, it displays a numbered list with the command there. Typing only history will display all the lists starting from the beginning. I can go up there. So starting from number 1 up to today, whatever we have done, here it is. To display only the last 10 commands or the last 10 executed commands, I will type history again, followed by space, followed by number 10. This will view the last commands in the history with their numbers. Commands. From the list here, I can redo any of these by just typing its number preceded by the exclamation mark. So if I want, for example, to repeat the who command, this would be number 56 in the list. I will type the exclamation mark followed by the number I want to repeat. This would be 56. Press enter. It's going to repeat the who command. What it's actually doing is actually making another command called who. If I want to redo the last command, I will type double exclamation. So to redo, I'm redoing my last command, that was who. I will press enter. As you can see, we are doing the same previous command. So the double exclamation without any space, will redo the same previously executed command. There is another way to redo a command, for example, exclamation followed by minus followed by a number. If I want to repeat this command, we have to make them numbered starting from bottom to up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. From bottom 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 should be -5. What will happen here is that it's going to repeat the number 5 command from bottom of the list. So as you can see, it was cat calendar. Now it's making the same, or it's repeating the same command, displaying its result. The last command we will learn today is the exit or the logout command. Once you type exit, it will exit from the terminal or the console here. So just pressing enter will exit the whole list. Of course, nothing will be saved from what we have done except for the history list and the files that we have created.